Hi, this is Lindsay, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Hello, my friends. It's Julianne Condio, your host of Rewritten. Can you believe that Rewritten has been around for almost 2 years? So crazy. Anyway, it's 2020. How are you feeling about that? Eric looked at me the other day and he said, wow, we met in this last decade. And we're entering into a new one. A lot has happened in this last decade. We met. We got our degrees. We taught in Milwaukee. I started this business. I had my transformation. I quit my job, my teaching job, at the age of 26. So crazy, from hard work. And then we decided to move to California. And then Eric left his job. We became a full-time family couple. Then we got Wyatt. Then we had Faye. There's a lot of love, a lot of loss, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of learning, growth, transformation, pain, healing, saying goodbye to some friendships. I really do think you outgrow people. And that's okay. And you should, if you're on your way. I don't think everything has to be bad for it to be over. I think wonderful things can bloom from just saying goodbye or just moving on or outgrowing. And I just think that in this last decade, that's what's happened. I've just grown. I've grown out of places and people. And because I keep going, I've said yes to a lot of new friendships. I've been hurt. I've said the wrong thing. I've needed forgiveness. I've needed to forgive. A lot has happened in this decade. It is wild. So 2020 is here, and a quote, even a podcast I made about this, is that a lot of people overestimate what 1 year can do for them, and they underestimate what 10 years can do for them. In this next decade, so much life is about to happen. And I really do think that you can get the skills to be able to navigate through this decade, whether it's loss, heartbreak, growth, transformation, happiness, health, whatever it is. I really do believe if you continue to be a work in progress, you will gain skills to help you be better throughout all of those things. You'll still hurt. You'll still experience pain and happiness and all the things. But I just think that we don't have to stay in one season and we don't have to stay stuck. We're just constantly evolving and learning and growing, and it's amazing. So I'm just excited to go into this new decade with you, excited to go into this new year with you on Rewritten. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for just being a listener, and thank you for your messages and your tags and your emails. I read it all, and it just warms my heart. It's been really fun to connect with other people who just want to rewrite their story, and they want to build dreams, and they have vision, and they want to go somewhere. They don't want to live in their past. And if you think about it, your past is no longer here. It's your thoughts that are recreating your past. So if you can work on your thoughts, your past doesn't have to own you anymore. Pretty cool. And your future doesn't have to give you anxiety because that's your thoughts as well. So if you can just train your thoughts to be on the present, excited for the future, that'd be amazing. And learning from the past. I look at my past and I don't blame whatever has happened in my life. I've only used it as growth. Vision, being able to see transformation, to be able to help myself. It's pretty cool. So I was at lunch and my mother-in-law looked at Eric and I and said, okay, you both help a lot of people and I watch you. You're very consistent. You stick it out. What happens with someone you've helped or mentored? They change their habits for a month and then they quit and they throw in the towel. What advice would you give them? And I just thought that was a beautiful question, because I think that people lack follow through, and I think that they throw in the towel, and I think that they have really great intentions, but then they just stop. I think my superpower is consistency, and this was my answer. And honestly, it was from a podcast I had heard that's helping me be able to break it down for you. It's something that I've walked and something I've done, but this podcast really helped me verbalize it better. And I looked at her and I said, you've got to change your thinking, because your thinking impacts how you feel, and your feelings impact your action, and then your action impacts the results. A lot of people in life just want to tackle the results. And if you're coming from a place of frustration, scarcity, you're going to burn out. And you're not going to have the results that you want. And it's just going to be fear-based, and it's just going to not be fun. And I just think it's really fun to have fun, and to have fun with your goals and your journey. And that's why I just don't feel like I'm on this destination with my journey. I'm just on this path to discovering more about myself, and I just don't want to quit and give up. I just think that we can have so much fun rewiring and recreating everything. So what do I mean by this? Your thoughts, feelings, actions, results. So whatever you're thinking. So if you're starting a business, a lot of people that I mentor, they were really afraid of starting a business because they were so afraid about the opinions of other people. They just thought that they didn't have a shot at having a successful business. Maybe some people think they've already lost before they've started, right? All these things, and then it impacts how they feel. So for example, if you think that you're fat, then how does that make you feel? That makes you feel crappy. That makes you feel sad. That makes you feel disgusting. That makes you feel embarrassed. So if you feel embarrassed, or you feel like, what's the point? Then what are your actions? Instead of, so if you go from I'm fat to I just feel gross, I feel insecure, then the action is going to be, what does it matter? Then you don't do the workout. Instead, you go sit on the couch and you eat ice cream, lots of it, right? You get fast food constantly. You say healthy food's too expensive, but you're willing to pay for a lot of cheap food that doesn't fuel your body, right? And then what are your results? You continue to feel sluggish, you continue to gain weight, you continue to have higher cholesterol, right? So you've got to change your thought process. What if your thoughts are, I hate fitness? Fitness makes me feel scared, right? I was thinking about that when I would go to the gym. I hated it. I hated the gym. So that was my thought. I hated it. I wanted no one to notice me. So if I went to a live class, I was the person all the way in the back in the corner. Please don't recognize me. Please don't notice me, right? Or the person on the treadmill all the way in the corner. And then it made me feel insecure. It made me feel inadequate. It made me feel silly. It made me feel stupid. So then the action was, I didn't really try, right? I didn't always go. I maybe went once a week. And then what were my results? I wasn't getting any. It was actually going the opposite way. So then I just kept recreating that pattern, and it just didn't work. What about your business, right? Your thoughts. What does it matter anyway? There's not enough room for me. I'll never get it. I'm not smart enough. I'm not talented enough. No one would want to join me. No one will take me seriously. So if you believe those things, then how are you going to feel? Scared, nervous, worried. What does it matter? It's not like anything will happen. It's not a big deal if I miss a day of working, right? And putting effort towards your dream. Then what happens with the action is it doesn't happen. You unplug all the time. I think about that with my business, that my superpower is consistency. I believe everything adds up. But if you don't think that it does, you're not going to show up. You're not going to share your journey. You're not going to connect. You're not going to invite. You're not going to build your business at all. And then what's the action? You're not moving your business forward at all. So friend, your mindset, you almost have to trick yourself into thinking something different, train it to think something different, then you feel different, then you take different action, and then you get different results. So what was it for me? When I was about to start my journey, I was thinking I hated fitness, but when I heard a conversation happening, I started thinking, man, I want to be a part of that conversation. I think I can do this. I think I could be good at this. Then it made me feel encouraged and empowered because I just told someone that I'm mentoring. I said, how do you feel? She said, I feel excited and I feel nervous. And I said, yes, but action is what trumps the fear. We've all felt that way. We've all felt overwhelmed or fear. But the thing is what I've done is I felt nervous sharing my story on social media. I felt nervous inviting other people to join alongside me at first. Now I don't because I believe in it so much, right? And I've just rewired my thought patterns with it. But I've had to do that. And then once I started thinking, oh my gosh, I feel excited, I feel empowered, I feel like I can do this, then I started taking action. And then I lost 7 pounds my first week of eating better. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I can do this. And so then my thoughts became very positive, forward thinking, driven, valuable. My thoughts were, I won't make quitting an option. My thoughts were, I am a leader. My thoughts were, I can do this. Why not me? My thoughts were, I want more choices and more freedom. My thoughts were, money is not hard to come by. When before I was thinking money's hard to come by, which makes me feel crappy, which makes me feel like life is always going to be hard, then led to no action, led to laziness, and then continued to recycle that pattern. But when I started to change it, that money is not hard to come by, right? And then I started to feel better about money. It's plentiful. It's abundant. I want to bless more people. Money isn't evil. It's good when it's used for good. I feel better about money. I started taking action on building my business, and the results were getting way more choices, building a 6-figure plus business, all because I changed my mindset, not because I was lucky. So friend, I want you to think about this. Your thoughts drive your feelings drive your action, and your action drives your results. A lot of people are just looking for the results. I just want to lose 35 pounds. I just want to make money overnight. I just want to feel better, right? I just don't want this to be hard. But if you can start to think the opposite, I've got to change my thinking, then it changes the way I feel, right? Then you'll take different action and get way better results. Happy 2020, my friend. I cannot wait to spend 2020 with you this decade. Thank you for tuning in to Rewritten. If you could just take a quick second and rate this podcast, leave me a review. That would just mean the world to me. Please do that. Screenshot this, upload it to Instagram, tag me at Julianne Condia. If you are looking to have your strongest year yet, getting fit in your finances, getting fit with your health and your mindset and your faith and just living better, wanting to link arms with a team of people that value living healthier and happier and more fit, I would love to mentor you. All you have to do is send me a message or go to my website at Julianne Condia or juliannecondia.com and let's chat. I would love to help you in 2020. Thank you so much. Until next time.